The overall scope of this project was to basically construct an addition that housed four 2-kilowatt natural gas engine generators. The engine generators are used to produce power to back up various aspects of the university's facility, including the campus across the river.
It included utility relocations, foundations, building superstructure, all the equipment, piping, electrical. The university purchased the generators, we installed them.
The biggest part of the project was the complexity of everything in the small space, as well as trying to work around the schedule. The actual units were installed by Nelson's. We did everything that comes to and from them. But what Nelson's put together was the 3D model, which really impacted how fast things went and how we were able to put stuff in without it interfering with other parts of the project.
The coordination, I believe, was very difficult, both with outages as well as for testing and different things with that nature. We had to get this up and running and work with everybody to do so, but keep everything else running at the same time.
It was one of the most complex and far-reaching projects I've ever dealt with. Every single trade that you can imagine was involved with this project, from painters to roofers to masons, iron workers. It was a very complex project.
There were a lot of innovative things we did here. We had to demolish some existing steam pipes, 750 psi steam, early in the project, and the university wanted us to get those back online. But those pipes were supported by the building, and so the new buildings, so we had to build temporary supports, design and build those to support those pipes.
And the river rising was a problem. It was a problem because the temporary structure that we had to utilize to relocate the piping became jeopardized a little bit by the water coming in and out of the ground based on the fact the river was rising outside the building.
The most innovative construction technique that we used on this project was building information modeling. We essentially designed or laid out all of the piping systems, the equipment, all the connections to the equipment, to and from the utility source, and basically laid that out in 3D Revit modeling, including the structure to coordinate all of the utilities.
This project went really well. Like I said, there was opportunities for many things to not go well, but due to the coordination of everybody involved, we ended up with a very successful product and something that's very robust and is going to be reliable for many years to come.
Well, the project that we have been building over the course of the last 2 years with the Whites Company is a 7-acre project in total, if you count the building and the renovations that were done to the building. So the Botanical Garden sits on 14 acres downtown between Interstate 235 and University Avenue, adjacent to the Des Moines River. And so this 14-acre revitalization has been a bit of a signature cultural project for the city. So it's been an exciting thing to be a part of.
It's essentially two separate projects is kind of how we set it up. There was the building project where we renovated the facility and also added on a small portion of it, and then there's the exterior garden portion of the project. We kind of blew out the office space that was on the one side and put in a gift shop. Of course, the main thing you notice when you first walk in is the green wall, the living plant wall that's on the south side, and that's kind of the main focal point when you come in. They do a great job of changing the plants up with the seasons depending on what's going on. Then we also really opened up the entrance into the conservatory as well, putting in the glass, the sliding glass doors. And then when you walk into the conservatory area, you'll notice that there's now an elevator that gets you up to the balcony area as well. And then from there we did different things to just kind of open up some of the sidewalk areas, make a little bit better gathering space for them inside the conservatory. Another thing we did was we took what was the old cafe area, turned that all into a office space. Before the staff was spread out throughout the whole facility, so now they're all in one area. And so since we took the cafe space, we had to add on to the facility to create the new cafe space that we're in today.
The expansion of a cafe space that overlooks a half-acre water garden is called Trellis, run by Lisa Lavelle.
Working with the staff was really a great experience. I learned a lot from them, being this is kind of a highlight of an area downtown for people to come see.
It's been a tremendous pleasure to have the Whites Company with us for the last 2 years, and even in advance of all the construction work beginning. This is a tremendous advancement for the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden.
To all of the construction partners, led so ably by the Whites Company, their subcontractors, Country Landscapes, our landscape contractors, our landscape architects, Hairshot. I mean, it's a tribe of people. To say thank you to that tribe isn't enough. I mean, this garden lives as a thank you to the work of so many people to make something like this possible.